Hey guys! So again, I'm very excited because I'm going to talk to you more about the different things about being on the ketogenic diet. So freaking amazing! So, what is it? What is it? The business. So, I've got to show the business really quick to show people what it's like to be at age 46, going on 47. This is a body that's been keto adapted for 4 years and counting, for almost 5. Soon, a couple months, it's going to be 5. And then soon I'll be 47. And I'll be looking like this with business. Yes. Okay. What am I going to talk about today? I'm going to talk to you about how long does it take to keto adapt? That's the question. How long does it take? Well, you know, there is no one answer. There is none, because everybody's genetics are expressed differently. So, I adapted, I believe, for really well, for a few reasons. And one of those reasons is I've always been an athlete. Muscle burns fat at rest. Mitochondria is very active, likes to eat. I'm more insulin sensitive. I know how to pluck glucose out of my blood and use it as energy instead of storing it as fat, because I've always been an athlete. But what you guys may not know, which most of you do who see my videos, I busted my knee. 10 surgeries. So I cannot run, jump, squat, and even when I lunge, it's very problematic, yeah? It's very difficult for me to lunge. I have to do it sumo style, because if I turn my legs forward, in a forward, well, that looks kind of funny, but anyway. It hurts my knee, hurts my hip, unless I do the sumo squat, and even that, I can only do a few of them. Only do a few. I digress. Here we go. So, you guys want to know how long it takes to adapt? Well, I didn't check my schedule appointment book when I tried to keto adapt. I just went by feeling, and I gave it time. So, first, I used to tell people, because what I do is, I keto coach you guys. Yeah? I keto coach you guys, and I help you understand what your macronutrient placement will look like for your particular genetics, age, body size, lifestyle, and personality. That's what's truly important in the concept of keto adaptation. Not the freaking scale, not the MyFitnessPal, not the keto calculator, not the glucometer, not the keto sticks. When you try to measure the success of you shifting your metabolism to a fat burner, it's very difficult. I'd say impossible. Because you cannot predict your body in the future by numbers. Okay, so here we go. So for people who are typically, 100 pounds overweight, they tend to lose weight quite quickly. Because what? They tend to be more carbohydrate and sugar. Let's just say they tend to eat a little bit more of it. They tend to have things like leptin resistance, which there's no off button on the body saying that it's starving. Okay, insulin resistance. Really interesting concept of how this hormone can have a hard time getting into the cell to tell your brain when not to eat, or I have enough body fat storage. I digress. So they tend to lose weight the quickest in the beginning, because they cut out all that glucose. They cut out all the carbs that turn into blood sugar, glucose. And then immediately the fat cells, which are uptaking, you've got insulin receptor sites that take that glucose out of the blood and put that in the fat cell, because anything beyond max, 8 ounces, 2 teaspoons, is poisonous to the body. So the body's trying to get out of the blood in 2 hours after digestion. And that's the problem with diabetics. They tend to have high blood sugar because they can't clear it out. It's got to go somewhere. You cannot poop or out that fast. Can't poop or pee it out. So it's got to go somewhere. So where does it go? Where does it go? goes to your fat cells. All right, so you cut that out, and immediately now your fat cells are not constantly being inundated with high levels of glucose every day, all day long, day after day after day, so lose weight. But then they plateau because now the body's like, okay, well, I've let go of percentage of body fat. I don't have more glucose going into the fat cell. Hello, can I talk? Am I a little bit out of my head this morning? Okay. Then we've got our kind of like average person, the weekend warrior, or the person who casually goes to the gym, and they tend to be probably the most problematic because they're not very insulin sensitive. A lot of you women, you work out, you do too much cardio. Cardio does this thing called eat your muscle up, eat your skin, connective tissue, bone, and what? Convert it back into what? Sugar to go where? Fat cells. Because too much glucose has to go somewhere fast, or else you'll start to have health issues. So that's why we get fat. Now, the athlete, well, it depends. Are you like a what's up bro chill athlete, or are you a stress athlete? If you're a stress athlete, you may not adapt because you're still producing too much sugar as well. Even though you might be more insulin sensitive and you may be uptaking glucose, converting it into a form of glucose, which is called glycogen, and using that as energy, because anything as glycogen is going to be used as energy. Yay! Okay. How long do I prescribe anyone? What's the time? Oh, we're good on time. That's good. How long would I prescribe anyone to guess or hope to enter ketosis? Bum, bum, bum. 3 months. 3 months. Yeah, you heard me right? White. I did not say 3 days. I said 3 months. Why? Because the body is constantly dealing with stress. You don't think you're stressed? Stress isn't always just a measure of like high blood pressure and heart racing and adrenaline. Stress can be inflammation. It can be from candida. People are like, what's that? I'm like, y'all don't know what candida is? It's like little nasty fungus that, you know, in the beginning it starts off to be our friend. It helps to keep things in check. Food, emulsify, things like this nature. But then it starts to grow out of control. And then what happens? It just kind of snatches on like a nasty little parasite crab. Snatches onto your cells and just does damage. It's inflammation. So we all have it because what? We grow up on what? What? We're not the Maasai. We're not the Inuit tribe that ate like super high fat. We ate super high carbohydrate. So those fungus numbers rose and rose and rose and grew, and like people who've got, and you know, women who've got yeast infections and guys who've got itchy stuff back there, and or women are like stuff between your toes or on your buttocks and whatever. That's candida. Rashes that you can't explain, dandruff, all of that is stress on the body because it is creating inflammation. Okay? Arthritis, joint pain, sitting all day in a static position, sitting. Stress. Cortisol, that raises your blood sugar. And that slows down the keto adaptation process. Now, I've always read, oh, you can adapt from a week to 2 weeks. No, you don't. You might enter ketosis, get out of ketosis, enter ketosis, get out of ketosis. And that's why you guys are what? You're finding different numbers on your glucometer. I don't like anymore. I mean, glucometers can be beneficial because you can check your blood sugar and you can check your blood fat. And if you can hover in that 3.5 range or that 3-ish range and not go up and down in your blood fat numbers, you're probably what? Keto adapted! Yay! And then you'll have a ton of energy like I do. But to get there, you've got to be like this yogi, right? You got to get your stress levels down. Because as long as you stress, you're creating what? Cortisol. And then you're putting stress on your adrenals, which is more inflammation, by the way. and then you are secreting insulin, and then insulin's going to block fat breakdown, and it's going to make you store. Sorry guys, don't adapt. All you guys are like, I'm in ketosis, my pee strip's telling me that it's purple. That doesn't mean that your body knows what to do with the ketones. You're still burning carbohydrates. That's why you're tired at freaking between 1 and 4 in the afternoon, guys. You can have high numbers on your glucometer and still have an insulinogenic effect in the afternoon where you feel a little bit just out of it. You don't feel sharp, like I feel right now. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Even though I'm a spaz, it's pretty sharp. Clear, mental clarity. No, I don't have ADD. That would come from carbohydrates. This is about being a kid again. This is about being excited and not having your walls and trying to be so controlled. No, stop being controlled. Let go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Right? I'm in the gym like just doing what Elliot says, like just bouncing around. I get my nervous system all whacked up. That's what you do instead of coffee. Stop drinking your damn coffee. Stop drinking your damn bulletproof coffee. I don't care if the microtoxins were removed. Much better than the other stuff. And I know they got decaf. But what the hell? You guys, eat real food. Eat real food. Get into a Zen state. Where are we? 11 minutes. Okay. Give yourself 3 months. Don't get on a scale. Don't check your glucometer. And I know you guys are going to do it anyway. But if you truly want to get to that point of keto adaptation, where you're tapping into what? 40,000 calories, no matter the size or body fat percentage, at any one time. Stoked. Stoked to be at this age. Stoked to have this infinite level of energy. Mental sharpness. No hypoglycemia. No fungal spores attached to my brain, creating brain fog. Sleep well at night. Get to bed on time. You lose weight while you're sleeping. 10 to 4, so if you're awake, just because I said 10 to 4 doesn't mean like it's 12 a.m. You're like, well, I'm going to bed now, I'm going to burn. No. Less sleep, that window, it's called a circadian rhythm. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a night owl, you guys. There just isn't. We've been conditioned to have inverted cortisol. Cortisol at night, not enough melatonin, and it's in the wrong order. Darn it. You guys should not be hitting the snooze button. That's not normal. You need to wake up with freaking energy. Be a warrior. You guys' testosterone levels are low. Women, you have irregular periods. That stuff's not normal. If things are looking out of whack, they are. Your body is a representation of your mind, the way you think, your personality. That's what I say is the most important, not the numbers. You cannot predict your body's future in numbers. So if you got rid of all the scales and all that and just ate 80% fat, okay, 80% fat, 5% carbohydrates, 15% protein, you will adapt and you'll know. You'll know without having to prick your finger because you start doing what? Getting friggin' ripped. You start going, man, I've got my own business. The business. That's what you'll see in your own body. Give yourself 3 months. 3 months. And in the whole spectrum of time, that's nothing. 3 months for everybody. Stop using Keto Calculator, MyFitnessPal, and the scale, and you'll adapt. All right, guys. Peace out, peace out, peace out. Woo! I'm going to go skate.